he went back. He went back to give that bead back to that particular devotee. When he went there, the devotee said, "Hey, please come. I am waiting for you only. By mistake, I given you the Srila Prabhupada's bead. So you give it back. I take your bead. It's a new bead." Like that, he taken back. First chanting itself it was done in Srila Prabhupada's bead. Guru Maharaj did, and then he taken his bead and. GM Guru Maharaj, once he was informed or heard that Srila Prabhupada informed all the devotees to chant loudly so that they should hear the holy name properly. So that was a statement by Srila Prabhupada. So in the temple hall, Guru Maharaj started sitting and started loudly chanting in the temple. And even it can be heard by the neighboring places, like other houses also they can hear like that so loudly. Then Prabhupada asked him, "Why you are chanting so loudly?" Then he said, Divine Grace instruction, he was remembering. Then so Prabhupada said him, "Then you go to the nearby park and chant." So his audience become the park bench residents. So that so loudly he was chanting, right? Another time he told him, another time Srila Prabhupada was mentioning to Guru Maharaj, he said, "You are in your previous life you are a devotee, and how it is possible, Guru Maharaj? I am so fallen soul." Like that he was asking Prabhupada. Prabhupada told him, "Are you doubting the words of your spiritual master?" Then Maharaj said, Guru Maharaj said, no, I accept Prabhupada. I was a devotee, like that he was telling. So that he was mentioning some of the light moment. He doesn't mind to give permission to his disciple who want to become a 6-star disciple of other guru. He said, for an example, that Bhakti Charu Swami's disciple takes Shiksha from him, and several of his disciples also take Shiksha from Bhakti Charu Maharaj. He said, "Just want all of you disciples to feel well situated, but please stay within Iskcon." That was a very important condition, he said. And he said so many narrations about beautiful stories he explained to all of us. One such was the Lord Chaitanya in Navadip want to find out where Nityananda is first time he want to meet. When Guru Maharaj was explaining that, he was telling Gauranga asked the devotees to go in search of Navadip for where is Nityananda, find out. They could not find him. One householder had a devotee at door, 3 times asked for where is Nityananda. Even Inspector Nityananda was there, he could not identify. Then Gauranga Mahaprabhu took a Sankirtan party to went outside, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Immediately Nityananda Prabhu came out. When they saw, Gauranga Mahaprabhu saw Nityananda, he shouted Nityananda. Then he shouted Gauranga. Both. This is what Guru Maharaj continued for a long time. Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Like that, Guru Maharaj's wonderful pastimes. These are all. Before I am going to the humorous part, which is a huge, and each and every line of it, all of you will hear, laugh. That will go in the last. Before that, how that great humorous personality and how he became a great all-rounder. Once Srila Prabhupada was mentioning to Guru Maharaj, "I went to your country with a mission, and you all good souls will send by Krishna to me." That's what Srila Prabhupada was telling. One of such a good soul is to Prabhupada is His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, our Guru Maharaj. And Srila Prabhupada call him as a selfless worker. So we know about his birth, childhood, education, all that. He was born as a John Gordon, and he called himself as Gaur than John. Gordon John means Gaur than John. So it was a wonderful this thing. And even Prabhupada was mentioning he was an associate of Lord Chaitanya, who had taken birth in the West to facilitate spreading of Krishna consciousness all over the world. even at his age of 11, he completed he was having some with the faith in Supreme Lord. He was having very highly, and his grandfather asked him to chant something and curing himself. Yeah, some skin disease. By calling the God's name, he got his cured at his own self. And in effortlessly at his age of 14, he got the top class in St. Johnson Academy, and he did so much of. He was offered a very high scholarship and I think during that time. He got into Brown University, and he enrolled himself due to influence by some guest lecturer. He started to understand life of Lord Buddha and interested in knowing what it is. That is the time he want to go to India to do that. Correct time, he was in a as he was preparing to leave for India, he met the devotees of his divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya. And during his Kirtan, they were distributing BTG books and that thing in a park where Guru Maharaj went. And when he saw the face, he remembered something back in his life. That is a tilak, what Prabhupada was wearing. It is really awakened something in him, and which was hidden in his memory. He once again he want to walk back to the park to find out where he is, and I think by the time all of them they left. And next to this thing, he could he tried to meet the Iskcon devotees. He could not make it, and one of the San Francisco Rath Yatra he met. Again he met. So when he met in second time in San Francisco Rath Yatra, he was first in accommodate to this. He was in the association of Jayananda Prabhu, who was the one who was making a cart, the Rath Yatra cart for the festivals, Rath Yatra festivals. So he is the one who shaved up immediately after joining with Iskcon. Jayananda Prabhu is the one who shaved his head in 1968, and he got his initiation in Montreal, Canada. So before initiation, he shaved his head and kept ready for everything. Several years later, after that, from Montreal, he was once he was speaking to Prabhupada. Prabhupada was mentioning, Guru Maharaj was mentioning, Prabhupada, you gave me the name as after first initiation, you gave me the name as Jayapataka. I hope that name comes true. That will show the victory. Jayapataka is victory flag. So Prabhupada said, it has already become so. Why you talk about it now? Immediately after I gave your name, it is victorious. So then further, he became the president of Montreal. All we know. From Montreal, he was doing some printing job and distributing books to all over other centers. By the time, immediately Prabhupada, after knowing that was such a wonderfully, this all-rounder is making all these arrangements for book distribution, he said, we will start on, interested in starting a press so that you can manage it. So even now, he is one of the trustee member of BBT, Guru Maharaj. So he was all-rounder, means all-rounder. Then next he went to Toronto Center. He opened the Toronto Center. Then after that, Jagadish Prabhu came. That is the time he want to leave that Toronto Center, and Prabhupada told him, come to India, Mayapur. That you got a lot of job for Mayapur, and in Mayapur you can come. And immediately Jayapataka Guru Maharaj took a flight. That is a historical flight, what we can call it as. It shows even in those days his expertise in traveling, the most mileage at the least expense possible. It took 48 hours for him to reach from there to India, Calcutta. He flying through Montreal, London, Brussels, Bombay, Calcutta, like that. He reached Calcutta. From that time onwards, immediately as soon as he reached Calcutta, his interest in learning the Bengali language became very, very strong. And now he is one of the expert scholar and is a poet in Bengali language. That all we know. Prabhupada Nahoite, all those songs, you might have heard. In Calcutta, he used to go to fruit vendors, vegetable vendors, and speak to them. And when he's buying that, gradually he picked up all those things. He went for Nagara Kirtan distribution. In spite of, during those days, there was so much of violence in the city of Calcutta. But he used to go for this thing. What is it? Nagara Kirtan in all these places. So because of him, we find a new place in Mayapur. Otherwise, we will not have got all these facilities in Mayapur. He was the work, hard work, what he put. We are having a facility right now available. And after all these things, when Srila Prabhupada once called Maharaj and tell him, are you interested in taking sannyas? Prabhupada said, yes, Prabhupada, whatever you like. What a wonderful humble reply. Then we know on Radhasmi day of 1970, he took the sannyasa initiation. He was one of the three Rendi Bhikshu, Jayapataka Swami, his name was given. So, after arriving in Mayapur and the eternal service of Holy Them, Iskcon got a land in Mayapur, that you know. Maharaj want to, on the instruction of Srila Prabhupada, he arrived at Mayapur and started. First, when he went there, he immediately after reaching Mayapur, he dipped into the Ganges and take the mud and felt all over his body. The same way it was indicated how Akrura, when he entered Vrindavana, he went and taken the lotus footprint of Krishna and holy mud of Vrindavan in his head. Same way, as soon as he reached Mayapur, he did all that. And along with 5 other devotees. And that time the funds were very, very short. And Maharaj started engaging in agriculture. He said he read several books, different methods, and got the best crop. And even the local villagers, you know, he taught them the new modern technique of agriculture. Through them, he learned Bengali, give and take. He began giving, and after that, he started giving classes in Bengali. And after that, he given classes. Then life in Mayapur in initial days it's not very easy. It was very austere and full of different type of dangers. Devotees sleep in the floor. Then they are living in the and they were living on their own crop, what they are growing. They would have to eat the same vegetable for 3 months together, because they are living in the same crop. Whatever they are growing, they will have to eat. Once Srila Prabhupada, and there is so many dangers, like once one Gopra entered Prabhupada's toilet, and immediately he called Jayapataka Maharaj, and he came and he did. Okay. And because of Guru Maharaj only, all this artistic lotus building was built, right? All we are enjoying now. And during those days, there were dacoity and so many things were there. And with the police permission, Srila Prabhupada's permission, he was giving a gun. Guru Maharaj was a great shooter. And all of his friends used to call him as a great shooter and a gunman. But he was very careful that not even an anna unnecessarily spent. Not even 1 paisa he spent unnecessarily. He worked day and night. He worked very hard. And he was the one who go very late for his prasadam. Even now it continues. Because he worked 24 hours a day, and his 7 days are not enough for him. So almost all of them his friends will call them Jayapataka Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, as for his loyalty and capacity, and it is unparalleled. And when if we talk about something about his preaching, he want to take an Indian citizenship. If he want to take the Indian citizenship, he cannot leave the country. So he utilizes his time traveling to Bengal, to the villages, preaching and distributing books. Srila Prabhupada told him that all we know that to distribute 10,000 big books and 1 lakh small books in a month. Sorry. He found unique ways of distributing the books, such in the marketplaces, Pandal program, festival program, Namahata program. It is really wonderful. And once Srila Prabhupada was mentioning, he got a vision of making the temple of Vedic TVP to built in Mayapur. He was talking to some of the scientists and architects to figure out from 5th canto how they can do it. all that he was done. When one time when Guru Maharaj came to the room to see Prabhupada, he said, I have given you the kingdom of God, now develop it. So that was the one word make Guru Maharaj even now about that temple of Vedic planetarium. Somehow we want to complete it. All of us, we got the responsibility to support him on that. During the initial period of the development, he underwent a huge problems. Still, once Mayapur was 1977, Iskcon Mayapur attacked by the local villagers. They tried to take away everything, and the devotees were also arrested because they were in fight with him. That is the time Guru Maharaj took a local mobilized a great procession. Same way how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did earlier against Chandakasi. He took 25,000 people participated in the march towards that this thing, Chandakasi Samadhi he went. 168 Kirtan group he was having. And see, in 1970, before Guru Maharaj coming to India, Prabhupada stopped in front of a church and said, in future, few devotees will be there in the temple and all others will be outside homemakers, like a congregation will be there like that. That time he could not understand. After this 168 Kirtan parties, he developed another thing. He understood the value of congregation and the type of preaching you will have to involve in that. And after Srila Prabhupada's disappearance, there was a Gaudiya Patrika which was released by Bhakticharu Maharaj. Detailed about system of Navabhagata preaching and other thing. He took that as a basics and expanded it, developed it, and a different method. That's why this format of this Bhakti Vriksha, he did it from all those things, and he constantly he did. And even when Prabhupada was there was they want to do preaching through the boat to the nearby villages, because here how we go by a bus or a car to preach to the villages. The Navadip area, only see that to waterfront is the only way to communicate. So they taken a permission from all the higher authorities. He bought a boat, and Prabhupada personally came and given the name as Nittai Pada Kamala boat. Through that, the wonderful preaching he was doing. And once Prabhupada was mentioning to him, we should take care of all the people around Navadip province. They should not go without prasadam. And so Maharaj put so much of effort to have all the people in Navadip taking prasadam properly and go. And because by seeing his great contribution, then all these people, the local people was so much supporting him. They are the people who give the this thing certification to become Guru Maharaj become an Indian citizen. It was granted by Union government in 1978. Okay, he was the world chairman of Food for Life. And even Sandipur festival, the Advaita Acharya family, the descendants from Advaita Acharya family, they selected Guru Maharaj to be the charge of Sandipur Prasadam distribution festival. Then he started that from 1974. He started that governmental parikrama. He took all these first lot of some around some 300-400 devotees all around the places who came from America, England, Europe, America, South America, Australia. All these people, you took them for a parikrama and explained each and every location of this thing. Okay, and so the Navamanda parikrama has been continuing ever since with the devotees participating, increasing day by day. It is increasing. He did the same thing. The what we know about that Ganga safari. And the places where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went, he went and find out, and he made a Ganga safari with what a great achievements. And once in 1977, when he went to Vrindavan to meet Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada told him, I am making Bhaktivedanta Swami Charity Trust, and I want to be the full, you will be the life member of this thing of Charities Trust. He accepted it. Even now he is trust member. And his endless travel started as soon as um, he got his sannyas initiation, as well as the responsibility of giving initiation to others. And as soon as Prabhupada passed away, and other like Shamasundar Prabhu, Shamananda Prabhu gave around the world ticket for Guru Maharaj to go and preach. And Hiranand Maharaj also invited him to South America. And he started visiting South America, Chile, Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, and all those places he went. And so the way he, then that is the time, after some time in 1984, Hamsadutta Prabhu left Iskcon. He was a very, very important member of Iskcon in Malaysia. That was time is a great turmoil that people are started leaving from Iskcon. Then Guru Maharaj was posted in Malaysia. He spent 21 days, day and night he preached, and he was able to save the situation. This is the way Maharaj is also is a GBC of Assam, right? And the big kartal what Guru Maharaj was handling, it was donated. It was he got his this thing compliment from Assam devotees. So he was using a big vampers, what that we had seen in so many Radha. And he started a GBC in East India, Bihar, Orissa, Bengal, and GBC for Southeast Asia, USA, South America, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, and everywhere. Wherever he went, he became very important, because the way he contributed for the congregational preaching, and he is a congregational preaching minister for the congregational development, vice chairman of the World Hindu Federation. He met Dalai Lama and all those people that and he began to see endless traveling. And even the travel agent sometimes amazed the extent he is traveling, and done very carefully, calculatively. He will not spend a single paisa unnecessarily, and most mileage and the least expense. That what I told you earlier. So he was and the way he used to conduct the festivals, he was the one who Jagannath Radha means Guru Maharaj. Wherever there is a Jagannath Radha, he will be there. He was so fond of it also. He was so fond of Jagannath because he was introduced from the first Radha in San Francisco. From that time onwards, he was very much interested. And wherever there is a Radha, devotees eager to invite Guru Maharaj, right? And uniting Saraswati Gaudiya family. It was a task given by Srila Prabhupada. He taken it in a very good spirit, and he was doing it so nicely. And accepting disciples. How when once Srila Prabhupada told him, you are authorized to take disciples. But actually, the etiquette is the presence of Guru you should not do. Otherwise, you are authorized. And you are a sannyasi. So sannyasi is authorized to take disciple. That is the sannyasa means. But you don't take the presence of your Guru. That was the instruction was given. So in 1977, Srila Prabhupada's health was getting deteriorated. From the time onwards, the way he preached to the people and taking the devotees to join Iskcon, it is mind-boggling, right? Mind-boggling, and so many devotees. And even I don't know the count. It is 60,000 or 70,000 devotees today. I don't know the count. So these are the things which make him an all-rounder. Then about his books, he is not left anything. About his book, he did that. What is that? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati's Vaishnava Ke, the Bengali poem. He translated into English, and to cut down that Ritvik Mayavada Sata Dushani, to counteract the effects of Ritvikism, he written a book, and based on the Yukta Vairagya, and he did that emails and consolidated and spiritual truths from cyberspace. These are the books he released. And right now, translation of the Chaitanya Bhagavat. So many things. He is a untiring all-rounder. And few responsibilities given by Iskcon, Zonal Secretary of West Bengal, Orissa, Bihar, Assam, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Atlanta, Hillsburg, New Orleans, Bolivia, Chile, Ecuador, Sikkim, Pondicherry, Bhutan, and GBC Committee, Constitutional Law Revision Committee member, Iskcon Publication Review Board member, Mayapur Vrindavana Festival Committee member, Philosophical Research Group Deity Worship Handbook Committee member, GBC Income. See, so many. He's in relation to Mayapur Development Committee. He was first. He was made the Mayapur Development Committee chief, and about the theme park. So many things. GBC Zonal Secretary and Coordinator. He's all rounder. There is no doubt about this thing. So Guru Maharaj's great contribution to all these fields we know. And I will come to the humor part of our spiritual master. You can understand from many of his lectures. All of you might have come across his humor. Personally, he visited to my house 2 times when I was in Hanumantanagar. It is in 1997 or so. He visited 2 times, and wonderful. And the way that when he entered my house, he just lifted me. He was so strong. Our Guru Maharaj was very strong. He just lifted me out of the floor, and I was so happy during those days. Now we are not getting a chance to see him from a distance also, but during those days we were very fortunate enough to see the Guru Maharaj so much very closely. We did for all the, even the, what I can call Vyasa Puja and other thing, we used to participate. We used to get services, especially Bangalore devotees will get a wonderful services in Mayapur to do the Vyasa Puja. They still, it is continuing, but then another generations which are going through. And I want to just to give you one particular Radha Yatra, what Guru Maharaj attended, and what are things it went on in the Radha Yatra. It is a Calcutta Radha Yatra, and the way Guru Maharaj explaining each and every line of the Radha Yatra, it will give a laugh to the people, right? It is in his Guru, see, like same like a Bhagavatam, you can sometime I will explain, sometime Guru Maharaj's own word you will hear all these things, because we are from the Bhagavatam Parampara. So you can see this. This Guru Maharaj is telling. I would like to mention some of the pastime connected with the Calcutta Radha Yatra this year. Actually, 1972, Srila Prabhupada started Radha Yatra in Calcutta, but it was done in the back of a truck, decorated like a float, and pulled until 2 years ago. They were pulling it. About 5 to 10,000 people used to attend. Sometimes 20,000 people they attended. Then in 2 years after that, one devotee from New York, he made the Rath. He want to make the Rath. Who? Jayananda Prabhu. He was mentioning, and it is a telescopic Rath that goes up and down like a car, axle. There is a telescope which will go up and down. This is the new Rath. So to some extent, they published in the newspapers. This year, it's going to be a wonderful telescopic American super Rath. Like that, they given a advertisement, and designer. What Maharaj says, Guru Maharaj says, the designer never attended any Radha Yatra in India. He did all those great Raths only in US, where the roads will be very smooth, all those things. But he not having much of experience about the telescopic Rath in India, where you got each and every 5 meters there is a pothole, So he really did not know that secrets. Although Rath is supposed to weigh for 3 ton or something, he put the 5-ton axle in front, and rope hanging from the back. In case it is not slowing down, 10-15 people will pull from the back. Like that they designed a Rath. So they got the Rath in front of the Calcutta temple, and the street full of completely packed with the people. It's a very, very small street. It is completely packed with the people, and the pressure of the people, Guru Maharaj says, it knocked down a 10-inch brick wall. The people were so much, and they went and pushed the brick wall. They fell along with that. And that is the way the first Ratha Yatra they are trying in Calcutta. Not first, they are doing a different Ratha Yatra. Then Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra to be taken to the Rath. And so much crowd, they find it so difficult to take the deities to the Rath. Right? One fellow is pulling here, one fellow is pulling there. And it's a whenever they say after putting the deities into the cart, when they say pull means they will not pull. He's telling Bengalis for they are so much attached to Ratha Yatra, they will not just pull, they will run with that yonk, he says. He will run with the Rath. So when we say yes means the Rath will go in 60 kilometer speed, Guru Maharaj says. It was and very difficult to steer. It was already out of control. The crowd was so out of control, and the two front wheels were 8 feet in diameter. What it was designed from them. When they started it, when they pulled it, what happened? These people were so curious to pull. When they pulled, the wheels were not rolling. Instead of rolling, it jumped from 1 or 2 meters. It jumped and lay down. And when the round wheels become more or less oval, Guru Maharaj says, then what they did, they brought some lifting the Rath. We require something, So the front wheel was lifted. And what to do next? They put the rope on the lifter. Then what they did, they taken the flowers, what it was decorated in the Rath, they taken to the lifter and decorated the Rath like Rath. They started pulling. So this was the way that Ratha Yatra has been done. Then there was a delay, and 2 to 3 lakh people came. He was mentioned. What happened? You see that we wanted the year to Jagannath, biggest part of the whole city. They want to take it, so they advertise so much. And that one story was telling how they approached the municipality commissioner to take permission for the Ratha Yatra. He was mentioning the municipality commissioner that time in Calcutta was Mr. Prasant Sura. He was name is Prasant Sura. He is supposed to mean peaceful demigod. Guru Maharaj says, what is the meaning of that Prasant Sura is peaceful demigod. But we know him as a Prasant Asura. Because more need to be said, he says. So he was selected under the Communist Party of India, Marxist branch. So he was having his own policies and other thing. First, when the devotees went to him along with the Guru Maharaj, they showed him the pictures of New Dwaraka, New York, and so many temples, and requested him to please. They preached him so nicely. Very nice, very nice. He was hearing till all the things were shown, about temples of Dwaraka, New York, all that. He was telling, very nice, very nice, very nice. This is being done. In fact, they were preaching to him in such a way, the devotees were expecting that he is going to become a life member. In that mood they had come. But then they are asking, please give permission for the Dasapriya Park for 1 week, so that we will conduct our Ratha Yatra. For that, it's Prasant Sura, not Prasant Sura, Prasant Asura. He said, no, don't bother. Don't waste your time. You cannot have it. One shot, he is cutting down the thing. Devotees said, were very shocked. After so much of a trial, so much of cajoling that fellow, they could not get. We are doing very nice thing in Mayapur. We are feeding so much of people. We are having a cottage industry. We are having Gurukula. We are having an orphanage. We are giving the food for life. So we just want a Ratha Yatra in Calcutta. That's all. What for that Asura says, whatever you are doing, do it in Mayapur. But don't come try to expand your activities in Calcutta. I will stop you. And then we said, well, I mean, he asked, you have an ideology? Like that, he is asking the people. Yes, we have an ideology. The devotees are replying. We also have ideology. Our ideology is to stop you from ideology of spreading. See, he says, our ideology not to give permission to you for doing the Rath Yatra. That way, that commissioner was replying. And they very heavy-hearted devotees left that place. Okay. So, in spite of not getting the park, then they went to Prabhupada's Radha Govinda temple, where he started his childhood Radha Yatras and other thing, about 2000, 3000 people were coming, and they did some Radha Yatra there. So this year, we it come to Radha Yatra. Then next year, they were talking about how they made the Rath. He's explaining. They made the Rath with a Mac axle and put the brake. Brakes are 50-ton brake, and steering is from the ship steering, that steering they brought. Everything heavy duty. The huge Rath heavy duty thing, all that they are trying to make. And if anyone scream under the wheel, the brakes were put on so that it will tightly, it will hold like that. Big brakes, that is a 5-ton or 50-ton brake. He was telling, and he also put in front of the wheel 2 little dolls, so that nobody will come near the doll. So the dolls will be hanging there in front of the wheel. So all that precautions he had taken. Then it's come to the time to get the permission for the park again for the current year. So they found that minister of the municipality, what has happened the previous, that Prasant Sura, he went in once. What it happened in due time, he was supervising the garbage cleaning up activity in Calcutta. He got attacked by a garbage man because he went and yelling at a man, very bad words he used. That man with his shovel, he hit him or something. That Prasant Sura, he was become paralyzed, and he had to go to America for treatment. So these are the things what is happened. And of course, someone for that particular ideology, that fellow was talking about ideology. What is your ideology? That Maharaj says, of course, for someone from that particular ideology to go to America for treatment of his literary justice. Anyway, so they approached the other commissioner, secretary of the government, and asked. He said, the minister had left a standing instruction. You cannot have these 2 park. Daspriya Park, it is under main Maidan. That is not possible because he given a standing instruction before leaving for America for his treatment. Then what is other parks? And is there any other park? The commission said, yes, there is some other park. There is in the North Calcutta, there is a Shyama Park. Why don't you go there and do the Rath Yatra? Then they said, okay, we will go there. That the explanation of that area, Shyama Park area, and per square kilometer, it is so dense. 7 times more denser than any other place in Calcutta. 7 times more denser. He says, in a one room, 10 people will stay in that area. And a very old district of Calcutta, most densely populated area. Anyway, they agreed. And the route is for 9 kilometers to reach that Shyama Park from the temple side, and about 6 miles through the biggest main road of Calcutta, like a Choring and all those things. So, a big businessman of Calcutta were very kind enough to donate hoarding spaces, and big billboards were kept in so many places, and 20 billboards were kept in the day glow paint. Day glow paint is, it will be glowing and giving with a special black lights from Australia. And one of the was right in front of the government headquarters. He put on billboard in front of the municipality minister, that fellow who had gone to US. When he's coming back, this will give him a irritation. So the letters will glow, and it will go to small, it become big, like that. It was a wonderful, like a cinema effect they gave for that billboard. Rath Yatra with Jagannath pictures were put on that. Devotees in different nations pulling them. That photos also, it was provided there in front of the minister's office, so that he will see when he is coming back. All over the city, Rath Yatra, Rath Yatra, Rath Yatra. Everyone is requiring to, they want a Rath Yatra bigger than Jagannath Puri. Okay. Then why to keeping only in Orissa? We will have it in Bengal also, the big Rath Yatra. So a week or 10 days before the Ratha Yatra, the telescopic technology wonder of Ratha, he was mentioning, is created. Different American European devotees worked day and night for that. Finally, it happened that day. The employees of government, that cleaner, sweepers, and so many other employees of government, they are so anxious to see everywhere the people talk about Ratha Yatra, Ratha Yatra, Ratha Yatra. So they want a day holiday for Ratha Yatra. They say they're given a, they're being a Marxist government, they're given an ultimatum. If you are not giving, we will go on strike. Like that. If you give not give a holiday, we will walk out right now, devotees. Then the government, the day before the Ratha Yatra, passed the order, from 2 p.m. onwards, you go. Because your Ratha Yatra going to start at 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. That you go on that time. Till the time you will have to work. Like that, they accepted. That was the first lenience given for a holiday for the workers of Bengal, Calcutta. That was a wonderful Ratha Yatra beginning. So the time, now the time has come, the Ratha Yatra cart was standing in front of the temple again, like the previous years. It is going to go through the 9-kilometer path. It was 11 o'clock in the morning, and 3 lakh people waiting in front of the temple to start the Ratha Yatra. 3 lakh people, you cannot even imagine today, even in Bangalore or in any city, 3 lakh people standing and well prepared by advertisements, And what they did this year, they are very, very careful. And what they did, they not brought the deities just like that. One last time they found it, people not allowing the deity to get into the cart. This year, what they did, they brought it in a palanquin, and in the front of the palanquin, so many gong players, same like Jannath Puri, 10, 20 chamra players, so that these are the people guiding that palanquin to the Jagannath. Then Jagannath, there was dancing, it was taken inside, and the 20 different Sankirtan party came from Mayapur and Haridaspur and different villages, and 20,000 prasadam packets were packed, and 4 Mercedes bands and 20 Sankirtan parties stretched out for kilometers, 1 kilometer parade, right? Sankirtan. And when it was the time to start the Ratha Yatra, pull, when they said, but they tried to pull. This time they got a air brake. When they apply the air brake, the cart is not moving at all. The people surprised, what is happening? What is happening? Because they used to pull it and run. This time they were given a lot of care. So pulling the rath, and backside they got ropes to pull it back. And so many devotees, and some of these brahmacharis were allowed to go with a stick in front. Anybody touch the rope, that's all. With a stick they go. When they say stop means it will have to stop. If anybody touch it, brahmacharis are there with the stick. So nicely Maharaj was explaining. Then with the Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, they started rolling. First 2 kilometers without any incident. It went on so nicely. And after that, police were there. Sometimes after the 4th lane, all these police, they escaped from that place and went behind some truck, and they ran away because they could not control the crowd. When it was a time around 4 o'clock, they reached only 5-6 kilometers, and still there are 4 kilometers to go. And they were going on throwing Nakul Danas. Nakul Danas means a little white sweet sugar candy prasadam. It's supposed to be when the Rathi stopped only, they will have to throw the prasadam. Sometimes these brahmacharis, out of curiosity, though they throw the prasadam, even when the Rath was running, the people started running towards it, and they went try to go below the wheels. There was a halcha, so much of problems, and somehow they were pulled. Some of the people rolled along with the wheel, and they came out. It was a 12 feet to 16 feet ratha. The canopy will go up, come down. Suddenly the power failure happened, and then sometime after it came, and when they were they tried to do remove the people from holding the rope. What they did, from 50 feet, 100 feet to 50 feet to 25 feet, they tried to do, but it was against them. The people who are holding the 100 feet, all they come and started pulling with the 50 feet. So much of crowd and other thing. He don't know how to stop the vehicle. Suddenly, Maharaj says, from the out of the blue, from some of the sidelines, one big bull, huge bull came. One Brahma bull, he called it as Brahma bull. It came, it galloped towards the Rath. By seeing that the bull, all the people leave the rope and they are running away. And after that, once again, there was a problem of gas cylinder, which is applying the brake. In the midnight, there is no power. Only the light was on in the Rath alone. So with a great difficulty, they changed the Rath. With a great difficulty, they made the people to move away from the ropes, and they changed it. And that bull only helped the people to go away from that place. So after that, gradually they are going towards the park. They are, by the time there was from completely it was black, and the police also left this place. What happens? They take care of the brake and other thing, and then there was a darkness. They damaged all the side grills of the walk path, and they went above the manholes, broken that. Somehow they reached the park. When in the park, to go inside, the park size is 5 feet less than the gate is 5 feet less than the Rath. Immediately they taken the sledgehammer, broke that park entrance, and then they took it. When the local authorities approached them, why you breaking them? Even police helped to break, but the corporation fellows said, you broken it, what? No, don't worry, we will replace it tomorrow, like that. Say some words, and they went to the pandal. There was a 7-day, 8-day pandal program. Each and every day, Guru Maharaj used to give a great lecture. And after that, he will ask questions. Who is that? What is that? The people will have to lift their hand. Simultaneously, 50 people will lift their hand to give an answer. And some answers will be correct. He will throw one mango to them. Like that, he did it, what Guru Maharaj says. And further, on one of the incident, what has happened, Guru Maharaj went a little more deep into the subject of the Mayavada philosophy, and he started talking about Ramaswam Paramahamsa. He told him which scripture is talking about is this thing. Like that, he was very little heavy on that. And after that, Guru Maharaj says, luckily I stopped it. Otherwise, they might have ignited the pandal. They put a fire to my pandal. Luckily, I stopped it. And also by the Yoga Maya or something, most of the people not hear what I said. I was satisfied. Hereafter, I will not do that mistake of speaking in front of them about Ramakrishna Paramahamsa or something like that. So he was telling like that. This Radhayatra, somehow he put an end to that Radhayatra after all these things. 9:30 from 2 o'clock, 9:30 night, it reached. It started in 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And police said, it was the biggest procession. And even the President of India and Prime Minister of India not had such a procession in Bengal like that. That what he was mentioning. It was a wonderful, successful program. But with all those incidences, and with that, all this you will have to hear. Instead of me, you should hear from Guru Maharaj's voice. Each and every line, Guru Maharaj will make us to laugh. And this is one of the this thing, one class given by Guru Maharaj after the Radhayatra. From that, I took the notes and try to explain you all these things. The way each and every line, Guru Maharaj, whatever he says, I don't know whether I had given enough by explaining his words, converting to all of you, but you should hear from Guru Maharaj. I will try to somehow the people, I will send it by WhatsApp or something, the link, so that on your own you can hear it, and you can understand what a great humorous personality our Guru Maharaj is. He's not just an ordinary personality. He will make in 1 minute by his look, by his word, not even his words, By his look, he will make you. You might have experienced that. By his look, he can make you laugh, right? And anyway, he was in the carnival. He was selling balloons, ice cream, potato chips, soda, all that. Everything is allowed, he said. So what a great personality. If you want to achieve something, there is no one equal to Guru Maharaj. So I will end it here because it's already past 9 o'clock. So whether I give justice to my topic or not, I don't know. I try to say what is an all-rounder and how his humors are by one of the Radhayatra. I was trying to mention you. So many are there, but this one is, I thought, very important one. All of you should enjoy. Hare Krishna. Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavad pranams.
Thank you very much. Very wonderful. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Dandavad Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavad pranam Mataji. So many of you great, wonderful devotees are gathering, and you should hear directly from the mouth of Guru Maharaj about that Radhayatra. Each and every line you will laugh. Whether I had given the justification or not, I don't know, because I was laughing each and every line of him. The way the humor was created by Guru Maharaj, wonderful. Even now he is doing it. This is during 70s Radhayatra. Even now he is doing it. So any comments or reflections or my advice, please give it to me, so that I will also be a humble servant to Guru Maharaj and not doing any offense. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare
Where
Krishna.
can we get these old recordings like the
Yeah, there is archives are there. I took it very long back. Whether now they are keeping it or not, I don't know. Earlier, when Guru Maharaj was giving in a recorded disc, that time I took it. Still, I am having it. I can share it with you in a link. That I can do it for all of you. I can send by a WhatsApp to Mataji, who gave me this opportunity.
Sure, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Dear devotees, do you have any questions? You can please ask Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So nice to see all of you.
So many past about Guru Maharaj.
Yeah.
Very nice things you told us. Thank you so much.
So nice of you, Mataji. So nice of you. Our by hearing about Guru Maharaj each and every day, we will be see, even in a very bad mood, when you are hearing the humors of Guru Maharaj, our life will be settled. Our life will be settled. Nothing equal to that. Nothing equal to that. Enormous material things, whatever you gain, nothing equal to one word of Guru Maharaj. He look at you in a different way and smile. Enough. Everything is gained.
Very true.
And as in fact, we are longing. Earlier, we used to get a wonderful opportunity with the Guru Maharaj. See, we'll go very close to him. As I told you, 2 times he visited my house, Guru Maharaj, and he used to lift me like this. All those things, I was still by. It's only now I can only imagine and feel that. Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Any advice or reflections?
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Devotees, do you all have any questions for Prabhu? Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for taking us out there. Like you said, this is such a wonderful, opportunity to hear from you, and you so nicely reminded us about the pastimes of Guru Maharaj coming and all of that. So puts us in the right mood. Guru Maharaj is here next week, devotees, in Bangalore. After 3 long years, he's in Bangalore. So we are waiting very eagerly. Krishna willing, he should be reaching Bangalore by 13th evening, and 14, 15, 16, he'll be in New Rajaput Jagannath Dham, Magadi Road, and then 17th he comes to Seshadripuram. 17th evening, he's we have the Bhakti Sastri graduation ceremony, where Guru Maharaj and His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj will be speaking on the importance of reading Srila Prabhupada's books, and also giving the certificates, the graduation certificate to the candidates. So kindly join us. 18th is a wonderful day again. 18th, the Palace Temple of Lord Jagannath will be dedicated to Srila Prabhupada by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj and Bhanu Maharaj, and Krishna willing Bhakti Vinod Swami Maharaj, and His Excellency Thawar Chand Gehlot, the governor, will also be joining us. So that will be nice. And the next day is a super day. It's we have a big program in the palace ground where all of us can get together. I think it will be in Gayatri Vihar. Capacity of around 5,000, and we start up from morning 8 till night 8. A lot of programs being planned with Guru Maharaj, Bhanu Maharaj, other sannyasis being there. So don't plan for anything else but to take association, like Murali Murari Prabhu was saying. It's so rare.
You are making some thrilling statements.
No, I'm just quoting from you. You just took us there. So we will carry on that, and we'll wait. Yes, Guru Maharaj is not able to come to our house, but he's coming to Bangalore. And all of us can get together and take his association. He's coming out there. So just block your calendars, come over. And we look forward to serving you all, and also hearing from Guru Maharaj. So thank you again, Murali Murari Prabhu, and look forward to having your association again. We met, I think, 2 weeks back, and again we'll meet this coming week. So we look forward to you. On behalf of Jayapataka Seshadripuram, thank you so much.
So nice. Wonderful you are conducting. Wonderful you are conducting. I am very, very
all
happy.
Glories to Guru Maharaj, and all glories to the senior God brothers, God sisters like you. That we are able to taste those pastimes. So
wonderful.
So thank you again, and we look forward to hearing from you sooner again. Thank you, devotees. I'm not sure if next week we will have this session. We will tune it according to Guru Maharaj's program on 16th. But nevertheless, we look forward to serving you from 17th and hearing Guru Maharaj together. So join us next week for Guru Maharaj's programs. Hare Krishna, devotees. Thank you.
Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Anand Vihari Prabhu, come Bangalore.
Hari Hari.
Prabhu,
he is driving.
No, he's somewhere in Darjeeling or something.
No, I'm in Rudrapur. I'm in Uttarakhand. Rudrapur. And Murali Prabhuji, it was really nice. I try not to miss this program of this Anadi Prabhu, which gets coordinated. It's such a beautiful program, because especially for us, the neophyte devotees, it really gives a different insights of all things. And I would just like to say that yes, I used to always listen from all senior devotees about Guru Maharaj, and with the blessings of Guru Maharaj, I could have his darshan on 3rd and 4th of May last month, when he was at Patna Iskcon inauguration. For that especially I moved on, and you very rightly said, Prabhuji, that he's really tireless in the way and I don't have words to express my feeling when I saw Guru Maharaj for the first time, because for us it was God was there in front of me. I don't know if
I got so much about to say to Guru Maharaj. When I was in Delhi, I got so much of experience with Guru Maharaj. We used to picking up from the airport and goes. He will say, once he was mentioning me in the airport, night 12:30, he was looking at me and said, get me frozen desert. 12:30. After that, we brought him to East of Kailash temple and made him comfortable. Whenever he see my face in the room, he will say, Delhi, very less number of our Guru Maharaj's disciples. So that time our Madhavan Prabhu was coordinating. Then whenever he see my face, what happened to frozen desert? Then what we did, I and Venu Krishna Prabhu, right now he is in Mysore, Venu Krishna Prabhu, he and myself, in the night 12:30, I took my car, went around all Delhi, and in Defense Colony, we found one fellow about to close. We went and brought the desert and gave it to him. And he not taking it. He saw the desert, then he said, put it in the fridge. Like that. So nice, Prabhuji. The way, whenever he sees me, he started telling that. 4 times he said, frozen desert. Then from that I understood he is joking with me so much.
I'll just because I just had darshan, and for the first time, because even my Diksha was online, Prabhuji, because of COVID. So 2 years back. So when I met Guru, when I had the darshan of Guru Maharaj this time, it was in person. And I don't know, I was always telling my Siksha Guru that, Mataji, please tell Guru Maharaj to give me one kick on my head, so I'll get that blessing. She said, how can he do that? He will not do this. I said, but then how can I take blessings? I want to touch his feet. And I'll tell you, Prabhuji, I don't know what happened, but just for a fraction of a second, I could touch his feet. And I said, it was just Guru Maharaj. He could hear that I was having that desire, because it was so much of.
Lost him. He was working.
Yeah,
He's
from
super
far
happy.
away. He's
Yes.
far away.
Yeah, he joins us online.
Somehow,
yeah,
Guru Maharaj gave me that opportunity.
Okay.
Some Guru Maharaj, and I don't know, Prabhuji, but the day, because when he was going, I was literally crying. So my Bhanja was there, my nephew was there. He's also a disciple of Guru Maharaj only. So he's telling, Mamaji, you're crying. Why are you crying so much? I said, I don't know. But Guru Maharaj is going, so I don't know. Why I'm crying? I don't know. This way I was crying when your mother की शादी में विदाई जब मैंने किया था अपनी सिस्टर को, तब मैंने ऐसे रो रहा था. I said, यार Guru Maharaj, I don't know when will I have darshan. So that was a different experience Guru Maharaj gave me, and pata nahi, I don't know. But
yeah, all of us, our only shelter is Guru Maharaj. Nothing else. All of us.
So it is all due to, and plus, Prabhuji, it is all due to blessings of you all senior devotees, all Vaishnavas, because you all are always guiding us, because we are not in touch directly with Guru Maharaj, but you all are guiding so much. So thank you. Thanks a lot. And please accept my humble, sincere, honest obeisances on your lotus feet.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We'll say that.
And Anadi Prabhu, please keep continuing this program.
Come
this
to Bangalore. Program. Next week you should come to Bangalore. Come here. We'll work on your accommodation. You come over. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please go. So we'll do it with the Vaishnava Pranama.
Yes.
Vanchakalpataru Vasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha. The Kodi Vaishnavinda ki Jai. Guru Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Murali Murari.
Hare Krishna. Can you send this recording to me?
Yes, I'll just right away send you the YouTube link.
So yeah, please send me the YouTube link.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Dandot pranam. Sri Hari Sridhara Das Prabhuji. Sri Hari Sridhara Das Prabhuji. You know. All of you, I don't know. All of you, most of you, I'm seeing your face. I am wonderful. Vrajalakshmi Yasoda Mataji, Prasanna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
It is a wonderful experience for us, Prabhu.
So nice of you, so nice of you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks a
you,
lot.
all your blessings to me. Hare Krishna.
Guru Maharaj, mercy.
Ki Jai. Guru Maharaj ki Jai.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Okay, thank you,
Hare
devotees.
Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat pranam, Lakshmi Mataji. Thank you for being there.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare